Hi everyone, welcome to Hooping Live. Audrey is not here today, so I will be opening the show. If you don't know who I am Claire, and I am 10 years old, and I have been on the show doing news for the last few weeks. And today I decided to follow up on the news that I've done from a little while ago. It was when the Hoopy Awards came out, and they were nominated, and last Wednesday, on March 23rd, the 9th annual Hoopy Award winners were announced, and there were a couple that I thought were cool, which were Rachel Lust, which she won 2 of the awards. One of them was the best hooping tutorial for the leg infinity pass, and the best solo hooping video for which was called March Madness. I went to her workshop, and I thought she was a good instructor. And the other person who I thought was cool, who is a youth hooper who is 10 years old, like me, is Luna, who I mentioned in the last time. Another time I was on here, who did a fire safety video to show other people how to be safe when you're fire hooping. Others who I knew who were nominated were Nick Minton for Fire Hooper of the Year and Ninja Hoops, who I went to their workshop, and they were nominated for Instructor of the Year. They were good at instructing, and I thought it was cool that they were nominated. Over spring break, I did a hula hooping video, and it's posted on my channel called Worth Watching, and I was hula hooping in Alamorada at sunset, and there was a group of people watching, which you cannot see because it was videoed in portrait versus landscape, which it only showed me, and I thought it was cool that I was videoed and I had a few views. It was posted 2 days ago, and if you want to see it, it's in the links below, or you can go to YouTube and Google Claire hooping, and you will find a video that, if you scroll down a little, you'll find a video that says Claire hooping at the Florida Keys during spring break. So during spring break, before I hula hooped in Alamorada, I went to the Everglades and the Keys, including Key West, and Duck Key and Marathon, and I also, in Duck Key, I snoobed, and I also fed the turpin in the other Keys, and I thought it was fun to hula hoop on the beach. So I will do it.
And this is Craig, just for those of you who don't know. And Claire, you're still on the screen, just so you know. I want to ask you a couple of questions about the Keys. Is it the first time you went to the Keys?
No, it was the second time I've been there. The first time was last summer.
Okay. And did you go down and see the street performers down at Key West at all?
No, I didn't. But I went to Hemingway's house.
Okay.
And saw the 6 toe cats.
Gotcha. Well, next time you need to check out the street performers, and maybe you can perform there.
Maybe.
So for those who haven't really been following your hooping, can you talk a little bit about your hoop journey, how you got started in it, just to refresh their memories, how you got started in it, and also talk a little bit about the hoop that you used and maybe the hoop that you started out with versus the one you're using now and why, so they can kind of get an idea of your transition from a beginner to a pretty experienced hooper now.
Okay, so I began hooping and I was taught in Tampa by Krista Caricato, and she taught me how to hula hoop. And then after that, a little later, I went to the beach, and Bonnie Brown taught me some tricks, and I enjoyed it, so I kept doing it. And the hoop I started off with was a little heavy, but it wasn't as heavy as my second hoop that I transitioned to a little after, which was bigger and a little bit heavier. And then after that, I'm not sure why I did it, but I went to a small and light hoop, which I just kept doing. And once I practiced with it, I got used to it. And then I just stayed around that size with polypros. And I just keep trying with different sizes a little bit. So, yeah.
Hey, Claire.
Hi.
Hey, guys. Sorry about that. I'm very sorry about my lateness. And Claire, I appreciate you opening the show, and I'll let you finish in just a second. I just want a quick disclaimer, though, guys. You ever have those moments where you wake up and you're like, I really want a glass of milk and a Chips Ahoy cookie, the ones that melt really quick in the milk, sometimes too quick, where you're like, you think you should like hold it in there for like, Craig, are you signaling to me? No? Okay. Well, you think you should hold the Chips Ahoy in there for like 1, 2, 3, whatever. Yeah, no, you just dip it in there and it's like absorbed the milk. Anyway, I ate a cookie before the show, and I didn't know, but the cookie, I guess, spilled on my pants, and it kind of looked like I pooped my pants. So we're gonna not laugh at Audrey because she spilled a cookie on her pants. But Claire is still laughing. But anyway, whatever. Claire, thank you for starting the show, because apparently I am incapable of getting my pants situation put together. Did you want to continue talking about your news or what's going on?
Well, I'm just about finished. I just started talking about how my hula hoops and how I change sizes, and what I'm using now. I'm using a 31-inch polypro. So that's about it, how I transferred.
That's awesome, because I use a 32-inch, so, and you're shorter than I. How tall are you again?
Around.
No idea. Well, I'm 5'4" and a quarter, so I think that's probably a good size for you. Speaking of which, I actually have to go grab that hoop, so if you can talk a little bit about hoop size and maybe the difference between, maybe you've already done that. How long?
Audrey, maybe she can do her demo while you're doing that.
Craig, that's why you are the #1 man. All right, yes. Would you do your demo, Claire, please?
Sure. All right.
Thank you, darling. Good job, girl. I like the song too. See, YouTube music can be fun at times. I really do think they should put more on there, but you seem to find the best kind, which is awesome sauces for sure. I'm saying the weirdest things right now because I'm trying to like share things on my page and I'm not doing a very good job at it. Okay, on my own timeline. Hold on, guys. I'm trying to share this because I want you all to come and see what this has to offer. Let's see, hold on.
And also, can you remind them about the comments, because we're not getting any questions yet on YouTube.
I swear that YouTube is trying to just get to us. Yes, you guys can do, hold on, how about on my own timeline? Here we go, there we go. Yes, you guys can comment. There is apparently a live comment feed on YouTube that you can live comment to us at, and it should work. I have one comment so far from it, but if you guys can't figure out how to do the YouTube thing, then go to our Facebook and comment down below on the most recent post. Thank you, Claire, so much for doing that and for starting the show for me. I really appreciate that. I'm sorry, guys, I'm late again. And here, I'll show you guys a little spot on my pants. Maybe I over-exaggerated a little bit, but like, you see that? Like, that looks so wrong. Like, it's like I'm just trying to eat a freaking chocolate chip cookie, and then all of a sudden my life spirals out of control. It's the curse of being a woman sometimes, I swear. Claire, you'll get it when you're older, I promise. And I just turned to my live feed of the show, and I'm like hiking my pants up, and it makes me really realize what my life has come to. Anyway, we have a comment from Contact Hooper Nova said, just did a live video before this. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys are starting to get the hang of live videos and stuff. And speaking of which, while you guys kind of start coming into the show, like I said, Claire is here to answer some questions. If you're a new Hooper or a young Hooper or an older Hooper, whatever kind, Claire and I are here to answer your questions tonight. I'll go ahead and do a quick demo. And what is this supposed to mean? Trackpad battery low. Oh, so if you have any questions or comments, if you can't figure out the YouTube comment thing, go to hoopingLIVE, facebook.com/hoopingLIVE, and comment on the most recent thing. I'm saying comment here if you can't find the YouTube comment section. There we go. Alright, so hopefully you guys will find it. I know we had problems last week, so hopefully they will not happen this week. I'll go ahead and do a quick demo. I will not have cool music like Claire, because unfortunately, I am not as cool as Claire. But someday, I aspire to be so. Alright, let's see here. Chakra, don't get in my way. Whoa, did not plan that, but all right. Okay, so that is a quick demo from me, and hopefully that if you saw anything that you liked, please feel free to comment down below. Like I said, we only have Claire for a few minutes, so if you do have any questions or comments, please leave them on our YouTube channel or put them on the YouTube page or the Facebook page. I know that's confusing. I'm not sure why YouTube is making this so confusing. Let's see. Yeah, I really don't know. Anyway, so just put your comments however you can and let us know. Claire, how was your spring break? Did you want to say a little bit about it? I know it's kind of out of the blue, but I know that you were, do you want to just tell us where you went and maybe your favorite part?
Okay, so I went to the Everglades and the Keys. I went to Key West, Duck Key, and Marathon. And I did a bunch of things there, including the Hemingway House and Snuba.
Oh my God, you went to the Hemingway house?
Yeah,
I didn't even, are you into that stuff?
sort of, yeah.
Yeah, well, it's super cool. And you know what? One of the things I did is I went to Canada once, and I saw one of the Frank Lloyd Wright houses, as in like one of the houses he actually built, and it was deserted-ish, I think. It looked like someone lived there recently, like some college students, but it was really cool to see one of his houses. So it is really neat to see that stuff, I promise. So I don't know if you like appreciate it too much now, which I feel like you kind of are the kind of gal to appreciate it, but that is really cool. So super jealous. Okay, let's see. Shocker, really? Oh my God, you guys, I'm so sorry. What do you want me to do? Here. All right. In or out? Cats these days. Anyway, so Claire, we didn't get to have you very much. I know it was kind of in and out, but everyone loves the shirts that you made, so thank you again for those. Did you see the video, the thank you video?
Yes.
You did? Good. I'm glad. I was a little bit less emotional during that one, which is probably a good thing. Sorry if my voice is a little hoarse right now, guys. I've not been screaming at all. I have no idea why my voice is hoarse. I swear if I'm getting sick again, then I'm going to like personally visit the person who makes people sick and give them a talking to, because not okay. All right, let's see. It looks like we do have another comment. Claire, how much longer do we have you for?
10 minutes.
10 minutes? All right. We have a comment from, there's a cool move called the fountain. Oh God. And I think I finally figured out how to do it, even though tutorials on it are impossible to follow, but I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. Any suggestions? This is going to make me have to look up the fountain. So, sorry guys, I'm gonna have to look at something for a second. Whoever make these tutorials, I hope they made them. All right, let's see. Oh, it's a double hoop move? Oh. All right. And we got 2-beat weave and move on. Oh my God. Two-beat weave and stop. Collaborate in the center. Alright, let's see. Ooh, that is hard. Alright. Alright, yeah, that's a little tough. That's going to take me. Alright, yep. I see the move. I see the tutorial. If this is the fountain that one is speaking of, then that seems kind of like something that I'm gonna have to work on to help you guys with. But it seems like you definitely want to know the 3-beat weave and the 2-beat weave, and understanding each side of those weaves, and then transferring them over the head. A lot of that stuff, like moves like that, I learned by working with poi first. I know that sounds crazy, and as someone who was like, at the time, was strictly hoop dance only, I was like, oh, you know, I'm not going to do anything unless it's hoop dance related. Poi really helped me when I wanted to learn double stuff. So hopefully that's a fountain. Let me know, and maybe instead of suggestions, let me know like where you're stuck, and we'll see. Claire, have you seen that move at all?
I have, but I'm not exactly sure if it's the same because I've seen double.
Oh, you think it's a one hoop move that I'm looking for?
No, I think it's 2 hoops doing the weave, like at the same time. Is that what you're sort of doing?
Yeah.
Because that's sort of what it looked like to me. I've tried it before. It's just like the timing that you have to start with. It's more the timing. If it's a double hoop weave, it's the timing.
Yeah, I think that's what it is exactly. It's like a windmill.
Claire, can you demonstrate it?
Sure, I only have 1 hoop right now. I'll be
Oh,
right
okay.
back. I'll be right back.
It's a windmill, so if we do a windmill, yeah.
I'm doing a weave versus a windmill. So, okay. So it's more like the timing where you have to like immediately start the next one right after.
Okay, all right. So, all right, that's what I'm seeing is that it looks like it's this, it's a windmill, and then this. So, windmill. All right, I don't think that's it. I have no idea, but that's about as close as I can get to it for right now. Yeah, that's something that we're gonna have to like figure out what that's about, because what I'm seeing on the YouTubes, it seems a bit different than what everyone else is saying. Let's see, but we have a comment from Kim Bellinger. Says, love your videos. Thank you. Glad you do. Because it's odd, super short show. If any of you guys got that reference, then I know you're 90s kids and you totally get it. The the hoopla, the fountain. Oh, hip the hoopla. The fountain is a double hoop move. Okay. Well, it looks like this. Much like a fountain. I don't play with a lot of minis, but I gotta do that for sure because you guys are just wanting a lot of that stuff. So I'll work on all that this week, and if you guys can't figure it out by next week, I got you. Also, Hip the Hoopla says you have the general idea really helpful to learn in poi first. Yes. So Hip the Hoopla really does have a good point. Like I said, learn in poi first because it really helps get the motions down of what you're trying to do. That's how I learned the 3-beat weave, was from learning through poi. I could not get it with minis. I remember I was sitting there one day at this house of little, raver kids, and I have actually these 2 minis, and I'm playing with poi, and I'm like, how do you do the 3-beat weave? Like, do you guys do like the 3-beat weave? Where I was talking about, like, oh yeah, that's a poi move. And sorry, someone just mentioned my super short show. That made me really excited. Anyway, so I started doing the 3-beat weave, and I understood the arm motions, and I picked up my hoop, and right after that, I understood the 3-beat weave. So pick up poi, guys. I promise you, it's like the really close cousin to hooping, like the kind of cousin that like is almost like your sister, kind of thing. But like, I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, Heather Feather says, "Hi, Audrey and Claire." Hello. Let's see. I am AO says I am oh, never mind. Let's see. Kristen Abbott says, OMG, Disney Channel needs to bring back Mike's super short show. I'm pretty sure Mike is like our age now and probably maybe regrets doing that show, which I hope he doesn't. Claire, do you know what Mike's super short show is? No. God. What about Hannah Montana? Hillary Duff? Miley Cyrus? I came in like a wrecking ball. I never was so hard in love. You know that one? I don't know. Anyway, she love Taylor Swift. She's great. We love Taylor Swift. Anyway, Claire, I know I know you don't have too much longer with us. Did you want to say anything or like give your info so people can find more information on you? Oh.
You can go to my channel, which is called Worth Watching, or you can Google Claire Hooping on YouTube, and a couple of my videos will come up. It'll come up like a couple of my latest videos, and then my last year's video, and then my one that I did during spring break. And then it will come up with my last one. So you can Google Claire, but Worth Watching is the name of my channel, and that's what you can find my videos on. So
Awesome. Thank you, Claire. And thank you again for opening the show. That's really helpful, especially because, oh my gosh, sorry, My life feels like it's in shambles right now between my cat being unsure if it wants to be in or out and my little track cat dying. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, guys, definitely check out Claire. She has some great hooping moves. And she has been such an inspiration to not only myself and other Hooping Live viewers, but to a lot of the hooping community. So definitely check her out. And of course, we want to give her a big thanks for, opening up the show. I'm sorry that I was late today, but it will not happen again. I have not been feeling well lately, which is probably why I sound a little suffocated. But anywho, I know that last week we had a few issues with comments. So if you guys do have comments, let me see here. It should show up. Oh, whoa. Okay, yeah, comments are working. Okay. So oh yeah, we got comments working. Okay, cool. Anyway, Kristen Abbott says, OMG, Disney Channel needs to bring back Mike's Super Short Show. I already answered that question. That goes to show you that my memory is starting to fade. Let's see. Okay, Hip the Hoopla says Hoop rotates in the same direction the whole time. Yeah, I guess it does. Okay. Hip Hop Hoopla also says, for the fountain, you will need to be doing a forward weave on one side, a windmill at the top, and a reverse at the opposite side. My name is Shay. C-H-E, pronounced Shay Rippinger. I teach hoop dance in Denver, Colorado. Okay, that is super cool. Awesome. So let's see if Audrey can get Shay's advice. Okay, so as she said, we have like I thought it was is a forward weave, a windmill, and a backward weave. So to go into the windmill, yeah. So I would start maybe with the backwards weave. Oh my gosh. Craig knows exactly what I just did. And no, it's not that damaged. Okay. I'm like determined to know this fountain move now. That is the sloppiest version of it that I can do, but you know what, guys? We'll figure it out. I promise. Between Shay and Denver, Colorado, and Hooping Live, we will get this. And Claire, of course. Because Claire knows all. Let's see. So we have a comment from Selena Guria says, hi, Audrey. I say hello. Back to you. I thought it said Gomez for a second, and I was like, oh my God. Yes, I will be your best friend. But regardless if you're Selena Gomez or not, I will be your best friend. This I promise you. Do you know who Selena Gomez is, Claire? Yeah, okay. Selena Gomez, she's good. She's Taylor Swift's best friend. We love Selena Gomez. Okay. Let's see here. And then we have a comment from Store in CIBR, which is a face that looks like it's going like this. And a question mark. So it's like, I don't know. Which I don't know what that means, literally. So it kind of looks like a sly face, like I'm looking at you, but am I really looking at you? Like we don't know. We don't know. But that's what it looks like to me. Okay, guys. So anyway, if you guys have more questions on the fountain, hopefully that Shay was able to kind of help give a verbal description of it. And really what it is understanding all three aspects of the moves. That seems kind of like a difficult move to do, especially with big hoops. So I have to give Claire props for trying to do that with like normal sized hoops, because that can be really hard because you get yourself tied up in knots, and she did a great job at it. So, you know, round of applause for Claire for that. Absolutely.
Thank
And
you.
I'm not on mute. Thank God. Let's see. Claire, did you have anything else you wanted to say before the end of the show?
No.
No?
Happy
Just
to be
this.
back.
What?
Happy to be back.
Oh, good. We are too. We missed you last week. I mean, it was just really weird having it like iffy on the Claire thing. Like, I feel like I personally felt confused, but everyone loves your shirts, and your tank tops. I don't know if you guys are able to see. My second one is in the wash right now, but this is the other one she made me. This is the back. This is the front. Let's see. It just says Hooping Live, and then on the back, if you can't read it, it says created by Claire at the Fab Lab, which is a thing in Sarasota, which she doesn't work at. She just makes work at. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I spent a show telling people happy birthday when it wasn't their birthday, and telling people that Claire had a job at a place where she doesn't have a job. So that was, thanks for helping me out with that one, Claire. You know, it's not my fault that she's mature and doesn't seem like a 10-year-old. That's Jesus. Like, sorry. Anyway, she's awesome. So let's see here. We have a comment from Storm NCIVR. Says the truth cannot do here. The truth that, oh God, this is like really like some prophet stuff, or this person does not speak. Okay, the truth that cannot do here, just saw it was signed. Okay, Salen says, ha ha ha, me too. I feel like I'm in on a joke that I have no idea what's going on. Like this is some sort of like out of country joke. Claire, do you have any idea what that is, or no? Okay, yeah. Not funny, guys. Hi everyone. I've been hooping for, oh, this is Christina Gray. Says, hi everyone. I have been hooping for almost 2 years, and still to this day, the vortex seems so awkward when I grab the hoop to bring it back up. Can you demonstrate how you grab the hoop? Just to clarify that it's not bringing the hoop up. That's it. Wait. Just to clarify, it's not bringing the hoop up that's the issue, but when I grab the hoop, I feel like it gets slowed down when I turn with it. That makes sense. Okay. Let's see, Claire, do you want to do maybe one more demo on a vortex?
Sure.
Great. Spin with it? Yeah. Spin. You don't have to vortex. Okay, there you go. Let us make Claire vortex for the rest of her life. Okay, so pretty much if you couldn't see what Claire was doing, is I think what the question pretty much was that sometimes the vortex can seem a little wonky, I guess. So when you're doing the vortex, let's just stare at Audrey's legs and see how much that helps. Okay, so when you're doing the vortex, like if I were to do it like this, like it's a little wonky. So keeping it going kind of flat has a lot to do with almost kind of pushing the hoop. Okay, so as I'm doing the vortex, I'm constantly thinking about pushing the hoop away from my body. And I mean, the movement is like this. Grab behind the back, grab in the front. Now as you speed that up and you turn, think about almost like spinning the hoop. And almost getting like a momentum going. So what happens is instead of the hoop kind of dropping, you're pushing the hoop up. It's kind of like when I talk about palm spins and I say, if you want to do a palm spin and you feel like your hoop's going this way, push your hand the opposite way. So it's kind of like that with the vortex. So just constantly think about creating a nice spiral around your body. I know that one's kind of, okay, let's see. Well, alright, or hat hooping, that works too. I mean, I hope that's what you're asking for. If you have a further question and that's not being answered, Claire, what are you laughing at? If I did something and I look silly, I'm sorry, but when Claire's smile just gets me. I feel like she's like, I don't know, she's either like smiling at me because she's like, oh my gosh, that's my best friend ever. I'm just so happy to see her, or I've done something silly. So we're just going to go with that best friend ever thing. Okay. Did you want to say something, Claire? Did you want to defend yourself?
No.
No? Okay. Let's just go with the best friend ever. By the way, my hat, which I really like, I never wear hats, but I got this from Solid, which is a store in Sarasota, and I've never thought I looked good in a hat until I wore this hat. I also got this necklace there too. So I'm going to be promoting this guy who owns a store called Solid, and it's a really cool company. They do their own printing. This is a company itself. He sells kind of like cool brands, but a lot of his stuff is very hoopable. So we like that stuff. Okay, so let's see. Our next comment is from, let us see. What's the next comment from? Weird. Okay. Nicholas Minton. Oh. Hey, Nick says, hi, Claire and Audrey from Atlanta. Hi, in Atlanta. Selena Guerrera said, what is that sound? Okay. Selena Guerrera says, I tried sending you a message on Facebook, but since I can only follow you, I don't think you saw it. No worries. Basically, I was saying we should hang out sometime. Well, are you in Sarasota, Selena? I know my messages, guys, by the way, are like totally full, like with like, I think it's like 20,700 and something messages. So it's a lot. So don't think I'm ignoring you guys. I promise you I'm not. I'm trying to get through the comments and the questions, but it's a lot. So let's see. We also have a comment from, and Selena, I'll find out where you are. I will find you. Poker Goo says, "You're great, Audrey. You're great too, Poker Goo." That kind of rhymed. Salen says, "It's weird because YouTube gave me this recommendation of your channel. So bye. Good luck with your channel. Thank you. Goodbye." Salen. Pokeguru says, "Great job, Claire." I agree. And also says, "Great hooping, Audrey." Thank you. Kristen Abbott says, "I love how Claire has a beautiful smile on her face the whole time she's hooping. You can really see how much she enjoys hooping. Keep up the good hooping fun, Claire." I agree. That is one of the things that makes Claire very special with hooping. And I want to talk about smiling and looking up when you guys are hooping. We've kind of talked about this before, but and I've gotten a little bit of negative feedback, I guess, from people when it comes to my face, because I have apparently RBF, resting not nice girl face, where it makes me look like I'm mad. So, okay, let's see if I can do it. That's me being comfortable. And apparently it makes me look like I'm not nice. Right now, I'm alert, but if I go out and I'm just sitting, apparently I'm a judgmental, unkind person, which I'm not. Usually I'm thinking about cats. And hold on, we got some feedback up in here. Okay. So anyway, I have no idea why I just said that. Oh yeah, the smile on the face. Have a smile on your face, guys, if you can, or try to look up. I know a lot of hoopers tend to look down at what they're doing. I still do it myself, so I cannot say that I'm not to blame. But Baxter of Hoop Path often talks about looking up. So just try and sometimes it's hard, to lift your head up. I remember when I used to horseback ride, a lot of people talk about my posture from the photos Craig takes, because I sit back, and that is not posed. It's not oh, Craig's taking a photo, and I'm slumped over, and now it's oh, Craig's taking a photo. I better, posture my back. That's actually how I sit, and that's how it's comfortable for me from years of horseback riding. But what it did was that when I was riding horses, I would get scared, and I would, it's a natural human reaction to want to lean forward when you're unsure about something or whatever, and it would put me in a scary position. So when I ride horses, instead of leaning, same with snow skiing, I would think that if I leaned forward, I was more safe and secure, which wasn't the case. So kind of smiling and lifting your body upward, kind of like Claire does, as you guys notice, doesn't only make her look brighter, not smart wise. She's really smart. Actually, she's really smart. Really smart. But it makes you, it opens up your kind of your heart chakra, if you're into that. And just, I don't know, Baxter talks about it. Just try it out. See if it works for you. Making sure I'm not on mute. Okay. Let's see, we're going to take the last few of these comments here. We have a comment from Christina Gregan. Question for Craig. Since you seem to know a bit about video recording, thought I'd ask you if you have recommended settings when recording LED hoops. I have a Canon T5i.
Me to answer it? Okay, so what I would do first of all is I would use a fast lens, like a 50mm f1.8 lens is really inexpensive to get for your Canon if you don't already have one. And then I would set for the video, I'd get as high a frame rate as you can shoot. I'm sure you're shooting 1080p video. If you can do 60 frames a second on that camera, do it. If it's only 30 frames a second, do that. But do the higher frame rate if you can. And then I would use manual focus so that it doesn't hunt around, assuming you're going to be a distance away from the hoop that's not going to change. So let's say you're 10 feet away from the person that's hooping or whatever. Just set your manual focus and then play around with different shutter speeds and so on to get those trails of light and things like that. But I would start out with a fast lens like that because you don't want a lot of noise in your video. And you're going to get, if you bump your ISO up, you're going to get a lot of noise. So that would be my tips on that. Play around with it.
Thank you, Craig. By the way, I got a few text messages. My mother can apparently not find the show, probably because I didn't tag her. Sorry, Mom, if you're seeing this late. And I also was told that people like my hat. Thank you. I like it too. So I'm really happy about this hat.
Audrey,
What?
Great for everyone that there's always a link on Hooping Live that says here to watch the show. And that,
I wonder if I can head hoop.
And that takes them to the section where they can find the show every week. So if they just follow that link, they'll be able to see the newest shows posted right there on hoopinglive.com.
I really hope that I wasn't on the camera when you did that. Okay. Yes, Craig. I was on the camera! Shoot! I was trying to hat hoop. Because Claire's always... Whatever. Anyway. Hope that helped. Yeah, Selena Guerrero says, about an hour away, Tampa area. Okay, girl, well, I will find you, I promise. Sometimes I'm a little late on finding people, but I will find you. Christina Gray says, yep, thanks, Audrey. You're welcome. Thank you, Craig. Last comment of the night. Ha, and she's off. You know what, guys? I tried to hoop with my hat. Didn't work. So, I will work on that. Anyway, so again, Claire, thank you for being on the show tonight. You are the awesome, smiling Claire Cooper of the young women of the world. I like that. But what does that make me? I don't want to be like old yet. I still play with Pokemon, so do you know what Pokemon is?
Yeah, sort of.
We're good people. She knows what Pokemon is. And her mom's really cool too. So if you guys want to find out more about the show, check out hoopinglive.com. Like us on all of our social media links. Facebook.com/hoopinglive, Twitter, Instagrams, got all of it. And like Claire said, you can go and look at all of our links. We will have them posted down below once the show is over with. Our show is every Monday night at 9 p.m. Eastern USA time. Guess how many times I have rehearsed saying this. But until then, guys, thank you for viewing. Thank you, Claire. Thank you, Craig. I love you both. Love all of you. Happy hooping. I'll try to make this work. Bye.